and we're going to talk about the moon and how you cannot go to the moon. And the scriptures I'm going to use today will come from Bereshit or Genesis, chapter 1, verses 1 through 9 and 14 through 18. We'll also look at Tahalim or Psalms 19, verse 1, some more Tahalim 93, 1 through 5, 96, 1 through 11, and 104, 1 through 5. And then we will look at First Debar Hayamim or Chronicles, chapter 16, verses 25 through 30. Right. So you cannot go to the moon. Here are the scriptures again that we'll use. Okay, and all these images that we see that NASA gives us, these are all fake. They are CGI, computer-generated images. They do not have a real image from space. They are computer-generated. Look up Robert Simmons if you want some more information on that. And also, we see this again, fake picture of the Earth with water on it. Fake picture. Go spin a ball, any kind of ball, across the grass early in the morning when it's wet. You will see water does not stick to the exterior of a spinning ball, period. I don't care how fast you spin it, what material you make it out of. Water does not stick to the exterior of a spinning ball, and the Earth is approximately 71% water. So let's get into the scriptures though. Bereshit or Genesis, chapter 1, verse 1 through 3. In the beginning, YAHUAH, or the Almighty One, created the Shamayim, or the heavens, and the Arath, or the earth. And the Arath was without a form, and it was void. And darkness was upon the face of the deep. And the Ruach, or the spirit of YAHUAH, moved upon the face of the waters. So there was water. And YAHUAH Debar, or said, Let there be light. And there was light. And YAHUAH saw the light, that it was two, or good. And YAHUAH divided the light from the darkness. So he's establishing night and day here. And YAHUAH called the light Yom, or day, and the darkness he called Layla, or night. And the evening and the morning were the first Yom, or day. And YAHUAH Debar, let there be a firmament, or a sky, in the midst of the water, and let it divide the waters from the waters. You see, he separated the water from the water. That is why the sky is blue. It is water above us, water below us. That is why, they say space is this big black darkness. Well, why is the sky always blue? Because it is water. It kind of, looks something kind of like this. And YAHUAH made the firmament, which divided the waters which were under the firmament from the waters which were above the firmament. And it was so. And YAHUAH called the firmament Shamayim, and the evening and the morning were the second Yom, or day. And YAHUAH Debar, or spoke, or said, Let the waters under the Shamayim be gathered together unto one place, and let the dry land appear. And it was so. And that's when the land was created. And YAHUAH Debar, let there be lights in the firmament of the Shamayim, to divide the day from the night, and let them be for signs and for seasons and for days and years. So he's placing lights in the skies to be for signs, for seasons, for days, and for years. And let them be for lights in the firmament, or in the sky of the Shamayim, to give light upon the Arath. And it was so. So he's creating them for light. He did not create them as a surface that you could go to that could establish land. They are lights. They are not a place you can go. They are lights. And YAHUAH made two great lights. The greater light to rule the Yom, or the day, also known as the sun, and the lesser light to rule the night, also known as the moon. He made the stars also. And YAHUAH set them in the firmament of the Shamayim to give light upon the Arath, and to rule over the Yom and over the night, and to divide the light from the darkness. And YAHUAH saw that it was good. Okay, so there was this man, Werner von Braun. He worked for a certain group, we'll say, that did some pretty bad stuff. I'm not going to say the name because I don't want to get us in trouble here, but we'll just say a power that came to be in the late 1930s, early 1940s. He worked with them, and then he came to America, and he helped design the first rocket that allegedly went to the moon. And as you can see on this picture here, it's his tombstone. And he felt the need to have Psalms 19 verse 1 put on there. Well, that's interesting. What does Psalms 19:1 say? It is written, the Shamayim declare the kabod, or the esteem, the glory of YAHUAH, and the firmament shows the handiworks of YAHUAH. So why would he put that on his tombstone? It's almost like he was giving you a hint that he knows, or knew, that you could not leave the earth. You guys can do your own research on him. Alright, and now Tahalim, or Psalm, verse 93, 1 through 5. For YAHUAH reigns, he is clothed in majesty. Indeed, YAHUAH is clothed in majesty and armed with strength. The world stands firm and cannot be shaken. It stands firm, it does not move. Your throne, O YAHUAH, has stood from time immemorial. You are from the everlasting. The floods have risen up, O YAHUAH. The floods have roared like thunder. The floods have lifted their pounding waves. But mightier than the violent raging of the seas, mightier than the breakers on the shore, YAHUAH is mightier, or YAHUAH above is mightier than these. Your royal laws cannot be changed. Your reign, O YAHUAH, is Kadash forever and ever. So the world stands firm and cannot be shaken. YAHUAH is Kadash forever and ever. Tahalim, Psalms chapter 96, verse 1 through 5. Sing a new song to YAHUAH. Let the whole Arath sing to YAHUAH. Sing to YAHUAH, Yada, or praise YAHUAH. Each day proclaim the good news that YAHUAH saves. Publish the marvelous deeds of YAHUAH among the nations. Tell everyone about the amazing things YAHUAH does. Great is YAHUAH. He is most worthy of Yada, for YAHUAH is to be feared above all else. The deities of other nations are mere idols, but YAHUAH made the Shamayim. Now there's an important part I'm getting at here, which is that the deities of other nations are mere idols. Well, that rocket that they launched, they are calling it Artemis. And as you can see over here, another fake image from space. You can't even see any stars. It's just fake, it's CGI. But you can do your own research on who was Artemis. It was a false deity. It's an idol, and all these people are watching this rocket allegedly go across the sky and basically praising it, going out of their mind about this spaceship named after a false deity. And that's you don't want to be praising these idols, guys. So yeah, just move on from that. Tahalim 96, 6 through 11. Honor and majesty surround YAHUAH. Strength and beauty fill the sanctuary of YAHUAH. O nations of the world, recognize YAHUAH. Recognize that he is awesome and strong. Give to YAHUAH the kabod, the glory, the esteem he deserves. Bring your offering and come into the courts of YAHUAH. Worship YAHUAH in all his Kadash splendor. Let the Arath tremble before him. Tell all the nations, YAHUAH reigns. And again we see, the world stands firm and cannot be shaken. YAHUAH will judge all men fairly. Let the Shamayim be glad, and the Arath rejoice. Let the sea and everything in it shout, and Yada Yahuwah. So again, the world stands firm. It cannot move. In Tahalim 104, 1 through 5. Barak Yahuwah, O my soul, O YAHUAH my Yahuwah. You are very great. You are clothed with honor and majesty, who cover yourself with a light as with a garment, who stretches out the Shamayim like a curtain. He lays the beams of his upper chambers in the waters, who makes the clouds his chariot, who walks on the wings of the wind. The winds are your messengers. Flames of fire are your servants. You placed the world on its foundation, so it would never be moved. Again, we see this over and over again. The world cannot move. And 1 Chronicles chapter 16, to round this up, 25 through 30. For YAHUAH is great, and greatly to be Yada, or praised. YAHUAH is also to be feared above all. For all the idols of the people are idols. But YAHUAH made the Shamayim. Honor and majesty are before YAHUAH. Strength and gladness are in his place. Give to YAHUAH, O Yasharal. Give kabod to YAHUAH with your strength. Give to YAHUAH the kabod due to his name. Bring an offering and come before YAHUAH. Worship YAHUAH in the beauty of righteousness. Tremble before YAHUAH, all the Arath. The world also is firmly established. It shall not be moved. So as we see, we are told over and over and over again in the scriptures that the world, the earth, cannot move. It cannot be spinning. There is no outer space. And people can laugh and mock all they want. That is fine. I pray you all wake up to the truth and you understand. I mean, are you a believer in the scriptures, or are you a believer in man? Because the scriptures clearly say that the moon and the sun were created for light, and that is essentially it. There's a little more to it than that, but that is it. The world cannot be moved. And Tuda Rabbi Yahuwah.
These are very special topic that people are afraid to talk about, because we come with the truth, and we are say the truth is the truth. You cannot, there's no way you can change the truth. When Yahuwah told Yahusha Banon, which they translate to Joshua, Yahusha Banon, which is Yahusha, the son of Nun, which is Musha's replaces Musha, which they translate to Moses. You see, when Yahuwah told them to go for the battle, to go and take over the land that he has programmed for them, look at what happened. Yahusha Banon, they say the sun. There's one word, they say the earth revolve around the sun. The earth revolve around the sun. That's what they always say. That's what we always say. But if you notice, when Yahusha Banon was on the battleground, he commanded the sun to stand still. How did the earth revolve around the sun? How can the sun stand still if it's the earth that is revolving around the sun? That means it's the earth that is supposed to command to stand still so that it will not revolve around the sun. So that's to let you know that the sun moves, not the earth. The Arath does not move. The Arath does not move. And look at another area again that you need to start thinking of. Yahuwah destroyed the Tower of Babel. That Tower, they are building it to go. They want to go see something on the Shamayim realm. But Yahuwah noticed what they are planning to do, and Yahuwah destroyed it. Yahuwah did not permit anybody to come to the light that he has placed. He has created the sun to become the light of the day, then the moon to become a light in the night. How can you go inside the light? How? Ask yourself the question. Let us not be deceived. Yahuwah's creation, Yahuwah did not create everything have order. Yahuwah has placed order in all of his creation, and that order stands to the end of time. So the Rabbi Yahuwah Sabaoth, Ba Hashem Yahushua Mashiach.
And if anyone wants to look those scriptures up, that is in what the book they call Joshua, chapter 10. I believe it's verse 12. Yes, verse 12. If anyone wants to look that up for themselves, and Tuda Rabbi Yahuwah.
Yeah, Tuda Rabbi Yahuwah.
Just simply put, we can't go to the moon. Like we are Shaliachs, and we're servants of the living Allah, and we live by scripture. And it's against scripture to say they can go to the moon. They can't. It's just to keep you brainwashed, keeps you sucked in to their narrative. And simply put, we can't go to the moon. Yahuwah didn't write this in scripture. It wasn't written in scripture that we could go to the moon. We can't go to the moon. So,
Just sticking on this topic for a little bit. Not only did Yahushua command the sun to stand still, but he commanded it to go back a few steps as well. If we have a look at it, people are so deceived these days that they even speak it out of their mouth. They call it a sunset and a sunrise. They're actually saying it themselves without even knowing that what they're doing, right? Because they've been so deceived into believing this. I mean, you can actually watch it go up, and you can watch it go across the sky, and you can watch it go back down. But what the evil system wants us to believe is that we are insignificant. We are rotating around the sun. But what Yahuwah has created, he has created us inside a dome, and the sun rotates around us. He has given us the Arath. He has made us the center of everything. So once you do start to understand that biblical cosmology, as we want to call it, you understand how important we are to Yahuwah. You understand that we are not insignificant little pieces of speck floating around in this big so-called space that they call it. So Toda Rabbi Yahuwah, great message, Brother Robert, especially in such a time as this. I mean, have a look. The deception is everywhere. It doesn't matter what you look at, it's just everywhere. So having something like this, I was watching some of that space stuff when they were floating this. I couldn't even watch it. I was just like, this is the worst acting I've ever seen in my life. It was crazy. I wish I could reach through the screen and slap them. Stop it.